The quick release is an easy-to-use device that locks the front wheel of an e-bike to the frame. There are different kinds of quick releases, but a quick release on a juiced bike has an adjusting nut, a lever, a skewer, 2 springs, and a cam lock. Here's how to properly install a quick release front wheel. Find the skewer and remove the nut and spring. Be sure the curved portion of the cam lock is touching the lever and that the spring's smaller side is facing inward. Insert the skewer on the drive side of the front wheel. Without touching the brake rotor, place the spring on the other side of the wheel, being sure the skinny side is facing in. Then place the nut on the skewer and lightly tighten by hand. Before installing the wheel, be sure to check that all components of the quick release are installed and oriented in the correct way. Slide the wheel into the dropouts, making sure the rotor slides in between the brake pads and the skewer goes into the dropouts fully. Start adjusting the tension of the quick release by turning the nut. The motion of the lever should have some resistance when it's about halfway closed. If the lever moves too easily, tighten the adjusting nut and try again. Fully tighten the wheel in place by closing the lever into the proper position. It is important that the cam lock is not touching the fork. It must be angled to the front or back of the fork. If it is touching the fork, the cam lock is not fully closed and the wheel is not fully installed. Be sure to check that the lever and nut are not loose at all. To test that the quick release wheel is secure, pick up the front of the bike and hit the top of the front wheel with a solid blow. The wheel should not come off, be loose, or move from side to side. Before every ride, it's important to check that your front wheel is properly locked into place. Here's how to properly remove a quick release wheel. Open the lever and hold it in place while loosening the adjusting nut. Loosen the nut just enough so that the cam lock and nut clear the fork tabs. Then pull the wheel out and away from the bike. If any parts of the quick release fall off during removal of the wheel, be sure to place them back in the proper order and ensure that all parts are accounted for before reinstalling on the bike. For more juiced bike tips, subscribe to this channel or visit juicedbikes.com.